Hello students, welcome to the Flipped Classroom video 3 for topic 3 basic algebra. In this video, we are going to learn how to simplify algebraic fractions. Now before we start, please make sure that you have your notes and have it turned to page 12. Are you ready? If you are, let's go. Before we start working on algebra, let's consider this. Are you able to evaluate this expression? 2 over 7 plus 3 over 5. How will you evaluate this? Yes, you recall what you learned in primary school. You will find the LCM of 7 and 5, which is 35. So your denominator would be 35. Yes? And in order for this to be 35, you're going to multiply by 5 in the denominator. So you must also multiply 5 to the numerator. And for 3 over 5, since you're going to make the denominator 35, you're going to multiply the numerator with 7. Very good. So in this case, you have 10 over 35 plus 21 over 35. And this gives you 10 plus 21 over 35, which gives you 31 over 35. So this is what we have learned in primary school. Now, we're going to extend what you have learned to algebra. Now let's consider question A. Question A, you have x minus 3 over 2 plus 2x minus 5 over 3. Now, similarly for this question, you must first make these two algebraic terms to have the same denominator. So what's the denominator that you want to choose? Yes, it is the LCM of 2 and 3, which is 6. So the denominator must be 6, right? So 6 and 6. So what must I do? Do 2 to make it 6 times 3. So I must also do 3 times x minus 3. And for this, to make this 3, I must multiply by 2. 2x minus 5. Take note, instead of writing times, I will use a bracket. Now from here, this will give me 3x minus 3 plus 2x minus 5 over 6. Now let's recall what we've learned in the previous topic, rather in the previous part 3 on expansion. So you're going to use this skill to expand 3x minus 9 plus 4x minus 10 over 6. By grouping the like terms together, 3x plus 4x, you're going to get 7x minus 9 minus 10 will give you negative 19. And this would be your answer. Okay? Very good. So this process, you realize, is very similar to what you have learned in primary school. It's not much difference. The only thing that you have to use now is the techniques of expansion, and also to make sure that you can identify what is the LCM. Okay? Now please copy this down. You can pause the video because I'm going to erase this portion due to the lack of space. Alright? Now moving on, let's look at question B. In question B, you have x minus 2 over 4 minus 2x minus 7 over 3. Now, what's the first step? Do you recall? Yes, it's always to make it the same denominator, right? So what's the LCM of 4 and 3? 12. So your denominator has to be 12. So what must I do? Can you identify what must you do to the numerators? Can you try to write it out by yourself? Yes, you should be able to see that this is 3 times x minus 2 and this is 4 times 2x minus 7. From here, what's your next step? Yes, you make them to be under the same denominator and write it in that same numerator part over here. So it's 3x minus 2 minus 4 2x minus 7. Now, this is the part where you have to be careful because this is something that you've learned in expansion. I'm going to carry on here. From here, you expand 3x minus 2, so you get 3x minus 6. And then, the next part, you must pay attention that this is negative 4. Therefore, negative 4 times 2x give you minus 8x, and negative 4 times minus 7 will give you plus 28. So please take note of this over here. This is negative 4. Alright, it's a recap of our expansion. So from here, like terms will be added together. 3x minus 8x will give you negative 5x, minus 6 plus 28 will give you plus 22 over 12. Okay, so this is the answer for part B. Alright, take some time to write this down. Okay, once you're ready, we move on to part C. Now in part C, we are given this over here. Three x over 2x plus 10 plus 2x minus 7 over x plus 5. Now, are you able to identify what is the denominator that you want? Now, if you can't see, you will be able to tell me that for 2x plus 10, you can actually factorize out 2, and you will see x plus 5. Yes? So, the LCM, in a sense, of 2x plus 10 and x plus 5 would be 2x plus 5, because you can multiply 2 to this denominator to get it to become 2x plus 10. So if you are able to identify this, you would write it as 3x over 2x plus 10 plus, now in order to get 2x plus 10 over here, you must multiply by 2. So multiply by 2, 2x minus 7. Okay, so from here, carry on this part, you have 3x plus 2, 2x minus 7 over 2x plus 10. From here, you will get 3x plus 4x minus 14 over 2x plus 10. Now this gives you 7x minus 14 over 2x plus 10. Now if you stop here, this is not complete, because in this question, you are not just supposed to express the following as a fraction, but there's an important part, which is simplest form. So what happens is this. Once you're done with this, you take a look. This is 7x minus 14. Do you realize you can actually factorize out 7 over here, and there's a x minus 2. Yes. And for this, there's a 2 and there's a x plus 5. So check. Are you able to simplify this any further? Can you cancel off the 2? No, you can't, right? So since you can't do this, alright, this over here is the simplest form. You do not need to do this. So other questions, please check if you are able to simplify it further. Alright? So with that, that's all for the Flipped Classroom video 3, the last video for topic 3 basic algebra. That's all.